The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 122 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Marvel Pop Playing Cards. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. Here we have the Marvel Pop Playing Cards here in the glossy finish tuck box here. You got the Marvel logo, and you got the Pop logo there with playing cards. And then you got contents from Cardinal here, which is the makers of these cards. And you got ages 3 plus there. And then on the front of the box here, you got Captain America, you got Hulk, and you have Iron Man there. And for the background of the tuck box here, it's like a red colorway of all different Marvel comics. You got the Marvel comics like background kind of all over the tuck box there in that red colorway. On the side it says Marvel Pop Playing Cards and Cardinal there. Same thing on the other side, Marvel Pop Playing Cards and Cardinal. On the bottom here it says contents may vary from picture, a little bit of corporate information there. On the back of the tuck box, there's a lot going on here. So you have the red color, kind of colorway for like the comic book kind of look. On the back it kind of like fades off into like a white, black and white. But you got the Marvel logo there, Marvel playing cards there. You got Pop logo there. You got a barcode down there, a little bit of corporate information just there. And then here you got a sneak peek of some of the cards there and the back design. And then down here in the corner, you got a little information about one of two mystery jokers in every deck. So there'll be a mystery joker on the inside. And then on the top here, it's got more of that comic book graphic there. And you got the Cardinal logo there in the corner. Now if we open it up, there's no little insert like cutout, little tuck flaps, so you kind of have to like dig in there to get them. And there's nothing on there, just that comic book look. Same thing on the inner tuck flaps. Now we take the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box here, it's just plain white. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with the back design here. Here for the back design here, you got the same like comic book style here in that red colorway, well, red and black colorway. Then you got the Pop logo and the Marvel logo here. You just got Marvel down here, the copyright Marvel logo down there, and it is a one-way back design because if you flip it over, the design is upside down there, a one-way back design. And these cards are like a plastic kind of coated design here because you can see that they're shiny here, so it's like plastic coated. Now for the cards you get with the deck, and first we're going to start with the Ace of Spades here, and you got that kind of like comic back design here with Captain America there on the Ace of Spades. Makes sense because he has the A there, and the ace is an A there. And then for the rest of the spades here, you got that custom kind of like simplistic spade design there. And then all the cards pretty much have this like comic book back design. They just have different Marvel characters. So you got like Punisher, Miles Morales, Spider-Man there. You got the female version of Thor. And then I'm not going to know all these characters. You got Loki there. Daredevil. It's another Spider-Man. Black Widow. Hulk. And then you got the Jack, Queen, and King. They're pretty much the same. There's not anything different with the core cards here. Jack, Queen, and King. They're just, they still got that same, like, comic book, black and white comic book in the background with just more Marvel characters. So you got Thor. Then you got Captain Marvel. And then you got Iron Man. And then I think it just repeats with hearts here. You got the hearts, and all the cards just repeat. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy going on here. Cards just kind of repeat themselves, and now these ones happen to be upside down, but they're just the same pictures for every suit. So No, nothing crazy going on there. And then the last two cards in the deck here, for our mystery joker here, we got Groot. We got Groot here, and it has like a metallic kind of like foiling for the Joker, the word Joker here, and like a red kind of like shiny foil there on both of them. Two identical Jokers there of Groot. There's the back design on the back. Well, now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And first we'll start with the springs. And one thing I gotta say, these cards are kind of like a thicker stock. They're more like a thicker kind of card. So they're slightly harder to spring here, because you have to like, put a lot more pressure into springing these. But they're definitely kind of slidey though. But the cards do feel more plasticky. And the springs are definitely, like you can notice that they're definitely clumpy. They're smooth at times, but they are definitely clumpy. But they still can spring. You can still spring them. You can do some decent springs here. But they are a little clumpy there. Now on to the fans. That's not terrible fans. They definitely don't like spread nice and evenly though. And as you can see for the fans here, they still spread, they still fan, but just not super evenly. You can see only like half of the numbers, and then the other half's kind of like hidden. So it's like a half kind of fan here. They kind of stick together. So you might have to, if you try breaking them in a little bit, then they might be a little bit more smoother. But they kind of like want to stick together. Oh yeah, they're kind of getting a little bit better the more I fan them, but they're still kind of like sticky for the fans. So I have to break them in a little bit. But now on to the Pharaoh. And these do not want to Pharaoh what at all. I kind of had to really push them together. And they kind of like half Pharaohed. They did interlock, but not like super evenly there. Now for a giant fan of the back design. A kind of giant fans there. And now for the reverse Pharaoh. Yeah, they're kind of both the same. It's kind of hard to Pharaoh these. This way is probably even worse, because the way the cards are cut. It seemed to like slightly were weaved together a little bit more smoother, but I kind of had to like really push them together to get them to even interlock and weave together. Now for a giant fan of the faces. Now for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. And surprisingly enough, this is the one thing that these cards are actually pretty good at. They're actually pretty smooth for the riffle shuffles and bridge shuffles, and there's no clumpiness to them, which is kind of nice. Yeah, these are pretty smooth for the riffle shuffles here. So no real issues with the riffle shuffles or bridge shuffles here. They're pretty nice and smooth. Now on to a few packet cuts. Since the cards are a little bit more like stickier, they packet cut real nice because they like kind of like slightly like stick together a little bit, so they won't fall out of your hand as much. Oh yeah, they're definitely a lot like easier to use for packet cuts because they kind of like slightly stick together. Now for the one-handed cut or Charlier cut. Well, the packet cuts were pretty nice and easy to do, so no issues there. And now for the dribble. A nice smooth dribble there. No real issues with the dribble ability. They're decently smooth. And now onto that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, these cards, they're not the worst cards ever. They might not handle the best. You can still like handle them, like shuffle them around and stuff. If they won't like handle the best, because it's more like a plastic coating to the cards, like a smooth finish with like air cushion finish and like Taiwan playing card company and the expert playing card company. You can see like a pattern in the card itself, but these are like completely smooth, so they kind of like stick together a little bit, and they're more thicker of a card. But you can still like shuffle them around and handle them and do stuff a little bit. It's not super perfect. And there's a one-way back design, so that's a little bit of a bummer here. But anyways, if you're a fan of Funko Pops, then would be a nice deck to have in your collection. And if you're a fan of Marvel, then it's also another cool thing to have in your collection. Or if you're a fan of both Marvel and Funko Pops, then it's a win-win. You got both in one. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This has Hope you enjoyed. This has been day 122 of your daily deck review. This has been the Marvel Pop playing cards, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector, signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.